Hey everybody, day 18 of my weight loss journey. Today, just start off with the food. Breakfast, I had, of course, my shake, and it was my last one. And I should not be having those from here going forward. Um, Again, it was one of my fears or whatever about breakfast because, again, it was one of my favorite meals. Just because it's it's the first meal of the day and all that good stuff. But and all the bad stuff that went with it. Sausage and bacon. And I know that some of you bacon fans are going to kill me, but again, part of eating clean is having to sacrifice and do away with some of those bad habits and some of those bad things that aren't necessarily good for me. But the good thing is that I guess as I hit certain um, accomplishments or goals, I can maybe treat myself to something like that if I decide to. So we'll see. Um, but I've got a long road ahead of me, so that's way on down the road before I even wanted to attempt that because I'm so focused right now on doing the right thing and making sure I don't screw up, which of course I've been doing. But again, all part of the learning. Um, Lunch was basically just a rewind of what I did for dinner the other night with the turkey burger because it was leftovers. I had to cook basically essentially two of everything. And well, I had to cook two of the turkey burgers and then the Brussels sprouts and the yam. Of course, I cut in half and so it made two portions. So I had those left over, so I ate that for lunch, which again was a turkey burger, the Jenny O turkey burger patties, some Brussels sprouts, and a yam. And I found that it really I don't eat that big for lunch these days, and so it really kind of weighed me down all day. I felt full. I guess that's because of the yam, and I had because of the fiber content in that, and I that was one of the things I learned today was the fiber. If you keep your fiber up, then of course you're going to get that full feeling throughout the day, and so you're not feeling hungry or whatever. And so I haven't been getting enough fiber, even with this new lifestyle that I've been doing. I still find myself hungry most of the time, but that didn't happen today because of course I ate that yam in the middle of the day, and so I was I was satisfied pretty much the rest of the day. I wasn't even looking for something to eat. And even by the time dinner rolled around, I was like, I almost had to force myself to eat, because I wasn't hungry. Um, but I know I have to. That's not going to happen again. I will not skip another meal. I don't care what happens. Um, and I guess when something like that happens, I just don't have to eat as much. Again, it's all portion control and how I feel and getting in tune with my body. And so I'm learning that. I'm starting to feel all that. And knowing when my body says, that's enough, you don't need to eat now, or whatever, and learning how to roll with that. And so again, there's so much more that I have to learn. Which and let me just finish up. Dinner was mahi mahi and I guess more Brussels sprouts. That's pretty much just all I had. And I forgot I had Brussels sprouts for lunch, so it just put something together. So that's basically what I had for dinner. And again, I pretty much had to just kind of throw that down because I was still kind of full feeling. Today, I went shopping with Jane. Took me to Kroger, which is, if you guys are not from here, it's a local grocery store. And it was good. It was a great learning session. I wasn't, I thought I knew how to read the labels, the nutrition labels, but I apparently didn't. There were so many other things to it that I didn't even come close to paying attention to, your sugars and your carbs and your percentages that you need to be eating and all that stuff. mainly dealt with calories on the most part, which is I think a good starting point. I guess when you're starting this is so that you can watch your intake or whatever. But eventually, you know, learning you know how much sugars you need to get in your body and how much fiber and how much you know, good fat versus bad fat and all that other stuff. There's so much more to those labels that again, I could take an entire video to explain it all to you. But if you can get the help of a nutritionist or a, uh, a private trainer like I have, a personal trainer like I have, it's well worth the money just for the education to learn all this stuff, because it's again, if you think you have a plan, you don't. I mean, you just really don't. Because again, I thought I was pretty knowledgeable, and it just comes to show that I knew nothing. And I knew enough to, I guess, get me down to the weight that I have, but the stuff that I learned today is going to push me over the hump and give me, you know, it's basically giving me a map for the rest of my life, and that's pretty awesome. So again, if you can take advantage of if you're in the Coppell area or whatever, Fit by Design and Jane and her crew, I'm telling you right now, the education alone and the personal attention, you know, just going to the grocery store with me, you know, to explain these things to me and to show me the things that I need to be going for, and even, you know, typically I would go to the grocery store and just start wandering around, you know, and then I would just hunt and pick food or whatever, thinking, oh well, that's healthy for me. But Jane kind of showed me today that if you go there with a plan or whatever, you're not spending as much money as you typically would. We went there with a plan to spend 25 bucks or so, and had I not bought this big family pack of fish, because that was just one of those things that we ran across, and I said, oh, I want that. You know, it was salmon, and and it was a big family size deal, but it was like, it had 10 of them in there. If it was like 13 bucks, 12.99 or something like that. Well, had I not bought that, we would have been right on the mark, probably right around 25 bucks. And again, it was amazing to me because, you know, if you have a plan like that, then of course you're not going to spend too much money. And of course that sounds like, you know, you should just know that. But me, for somebody who likes to wander around the stores, any store that is, and, you know, I could be at Walmart or the grocery store or whatever, and not have a plan and just start putting stuff in my cart, you know. And so now that I'm living on a budget or whatever, what I learned today really helps. Again, if you could take advantage of any of those things from a nutritionist or from a personal trainer, do it. You know, you've got to take advantage of it, because there's so much more that you can learn, that they have knowledge of, that you think you know but you don't know. Yeah, next week, man, it's going to get turned up. I work out probably every single day now, moving forward. I'm excited, a little scared, a little bit, not bad, but I want it, and so I will do it. And I'm not afraid of it's put it this way. It's a temporary fear, because I know what's down the road. I know what the benefits are going to be, and so every part of the pain that I go through and all this other stuff is just part of the transformation, and it's part of what I need to do, and it's part of what I will do. And again, you know, I said it in the other videos before. If you guys really want it, some of you guys are going to stop, like when you first get hurt in a workout. You know, it's going to be too much for you, or, you know, whatever. It comes down to how bad do you want it, you know. And I told a friend today that, you know, he was happy that I was going in the right direction, and I told him I'm not looking back, because I'm not. You know, I know where I'm headed, and I know with all my heart and all my mind and all my soul, everything, all of me knows that I will never be back to where I was. I will never go back to 345 or 365 or, you know, whatever, or even over 300. I just don't want that life anymore. That life it was painful, and it's more painful than any other pain that I'm fixing to endure to get my body straight and to have a healthier lifestyle. Because 300 plus, for those of you who do know, um, I don't have to tell you. You know, it's hard to carry that weight around, and you know, people look at you differently and whatnot. And some of you guys can throw your shoulders up and say, I don't give a shit what people think. Yeah, well, you do, and you can tell when people look at you differently and maybe talk about you or whatever, and you can shrug that off and be, you know, and have that as your defense mechanism. That's fine, because I've done that too, you know. But ultimately, it's about your life, and so if you wanna lengthen it, you wanna you know, prolong it. You're gonna do the things that you need to do it. For those of you who've never weighed 300 pounds, you have no idea. You have no idea what that feels like. You can maybe begin to assume what it feels like, but you have no idea what it feels like to carry this much weight, and to do it on a daily basis, where everything hurts. So with that said, I just want to motivate. Excuse me. Just want to motivate those that are wanting to do it. Just to do it. You know, do it for your family. Do it. Find some kind of motivation. Whatever motivates you to do it. That you know, you look at your kids or you whatever, and you think, you know, I want to spend more time on this earth with them, to watch them graduate, or, you know, whatever. Whatever you can use as motivation, use it and remember it every single day, you know. So that's it. I'm trying to keep these shorter now because you know, Jane was trying to tell me maybe I get more viewers if I kept them shorter and did them earlier. So trying to do that. I was obviously not successful now, so I'm around 12 minutes. So anyways, I like to go on my tangents. I'm sorry. You know, when I get on a subject, I just start talking. Anyways, that's it. See you guys tomorrow. Can't stop, won't stop.